Yo, Bingers, welcome back. I got another killer comic for you today. We'll be checking out from DC. We got Tarzan Presents Edgar Rice Burroughs' Weird Worlds, #1 from September of 1972. As you can see, we got two stories in this comic. We got On the Red Planet, John Carter, warlord of Mars, faces a trial of fear. He looks more sad than afraid there. But we're going to check out this other story here, Action and High Adventure, with David Innes at the Earth's core. So let's crack the sucker open. Here they come. You know that Edgar Rice Burroughs created a magnificent Tarzan, but the master storyteller also created other weird worlds. He told of the adventurer David Innes, who traveled to the Earth's core, discovered a savage and strange land, and found himself battling monsters in the arena of sudden death. Another brilliant Burroughs creation is John Carter, warlord of Mars, a courageous soldier marooned on the Red Planet facing a trial of fear. And hey, look at that. Nice. Weird they are and wonderful, and they're all yours in the thrill-packed pages that follow. And as you can see, 1972. Pellucidar, world at the Earth's core. The mechanical mole had gone wrong from the start, a steel-nosed dreadnought that churned its way uncontrollably through 500 miles of the Earth's ancient crust, until it brought its creator Abner Perry and his young companion David Innes to a strange hidden land in the planet's hollow center. A prehistoric land filled with gentle prancing creatures and other entities far less friendly. Look, a man-eating anteater. The wild dogs had come out of the underbrush, a nightmare of fangs and claws that offered no hope of escape or survival, until a tangle of humanoid hands reached down from the darkness, hands that carried the hapless explorer to a primitive village in the company of a missing friend. A reunion quickly marred by the threat of still another peril. But instead of meeting death, the two hapless adventurers find themselves lifted into the branches of the trees once more as a bizarre jungle caravan travels swiftly towards what? The Arena of Sudden Death, written by Len Wein, artist Alan Lee Weiss, based on the Edgar Rice Burroughs novel At the Earth's Core. So our main characters here are being dragged through the trees here, carried through the trees. At last, the two servicemen are carried into a small enclosed valley where they surmise that they're in some type of natural arena, and the 8 men expect them to participate in some type of gladiatorial games. And lo and behold, they start screaming, and here comes what? A hyenodon, a wild dog of the late Eocene period. I had never seen one so huge. And David says, well, he has, and the editor's note gives us a reference here for Korok number 46. Now, I don't have Korok number 46, but I do have 56, just to give you an idea of the title and stuff like that. And see, Korok is the son of Tarzan, okay? It's not boy, it's Korok, not boy. All right. So Wolf is approaching, and our hero, David Innes, for long moments, the snarling beast circles its prey. Then it bunches its cable-top muscles and leaps. And all right, and David, hits the creature with a rock, very biblical there. And he said, bullseye, if I ever live to see my old college baseball coach again, I'm liable to kiss him. And our old man Perry said, isn't that carrying gratitude a trifle too far, my boy? So the 8 men are screaming. At first, they think they're being cheered on. They realize that they're screaming in terror. What could these horrible 8 men possibly be afraid of? And it comes down the path here. There are only shapes at first almost indistinguishable in the heavy mists that roll from the valley floor. Then they move closer, inexorably closer, vocabulary word, taking on dimension, form, until they seem to fill the path they tread. And they are indeed the stuff of nightmares. These hairy, gorilla-like men, they are indeed the shape of fear. And the gorilla men are fighting along with these 8 men. And at first, our 2 humans they realize that they're being ignored. That changes quickly as the gorilla men turn to them. And like a hairy tide, the gorilla men sweep over the 2 confused men, and they say, don't struggle with them, Perry. We stand a better chance of staying alive that way. Damn it, my boy, you flatter me. I couldn't struggle if I wanted to. So they're being taken along, and they say, oh, we just kind of out of the frying pan into the fryer here. But as the small party leaves the arena of death behind, oh, there's humans ahead. They think they might be saved. Oh, take a closer look. They're all wearing chains, David. They're no better off than we are. But hey, look at that. Nice. There is a moment of motion as the new prisoners are shackled to the rest, and the bizarre procession moves on once again. Though they be prisoners, the inner earthmen stride proudly beneath the eternal noonday sun, paying little heed to their shaggy captors as they crossed the verdant plain. So you see, Pellucidar, it's hollow earth. So as we walk around on the surface of the earth, the earth is hollow inside, and they walk basically upside down on the other side, and at the center is a small sun. So it's always noon in Pellucidar. And gradually, two men who have been thrust from the surface of one world into the savage heart of another become one with their comrades, learning fragments of the language until, excuse me, miss, maybe you can tell me what the devil is going on around here. My name is not Miss. I am Diane the Beautiful. Oh man, Princess of Amaz. If you wish to speak to me in the future, remember that. Kind of got a Sophia Loren thing going on there. Yeah, forgive me, I meant no offense. All I wanted was some information, some answers. There is so much I don't know. And you thought I could tell you? Well, perhaps I can. The road to Putra is a long one, and there is much that can be told along the way. How does one measure time in a timeless land? Is each footstep a second? Each mile a year? Does time really matter when the only constant is the moment, and the only true reality is now? So he's talking to her, trying to figure out how she got captured by the girl, man. She was running away from Jubal the Ugly One. He sounds nice. Because he wanted her for her mate. He ran away. She got caught by these Sagoths, is what they call the gorilla men. And he still wants them. Where are they taking us? To the city of Putra, as I said before. To the home of the hideous Mahars, who think they rule the world of Pellucidar and all who live here. Pellucidar, the strange land, finally has a name. And so does the enemy, my boy. And so does the enemy. And when the haggard caravan again pauses, and their bonds are temporarily loosened. Welcome to you, strangers. I am called Gak, called the Hairy One. The slithering one beside me is Hooja the Sly. And, Hooja the Sly doesn't like being called that. And the princess is like, oh, I already know that guy. He's an asshole. But, and Hooja, the princess is taking a liking to David Innes, and Hooja doesn't like that because he's got the hots for her. As we'll see. More miles disappear beneath the chain gang's passing feet, and still the sun remains at zenith, beating down unmercifully upon the weary band as it pauses once more to rest. The oppressive heat burns every thought from the minds of all, save one, the shifty-eyed schemer called Hooja the Sly, who sees a chance he's long awaited to take, and he takes instant advantage. So he starts macking on the princess. The princess, doesn't want to have anything to do with him. He ain't taking a point, so our hero, David, comes along, and they get the point. The lady wants to be left alone. And come on, Hooja. Get on your feet if you want the woman so badly. Fight for her. I can't, and he collapses. Then suddenly the gathering throngs is quiet once again. All eyes surface toward the muscular surface men and the lithe young woman he has championed as... And it look like they're waiting for something. Almost instantly, the moment passes, and the girl called Diane the Beautiful turns from David Innes in shame. And when the seemingly endless journey continues, I'm afraid you committed unparable sin, my boy. Yak tells me that when a man champions a woman, she belongs to him. If you took Diane's hand, she would have been yours. If you raised your hand and released it, you would have set her free. Unfortunately, you did neither. So they're approaching this tunnel here. For a time, the shackled band moves through shadow along black twisted corridors that riddle the mountain's breast. And when the light of endless noon gleams in their eyes again, the gorilla men have gone crazy once because they go through like a cave tunnel. And when they get on the other side, there's this crazy fight going on. They don't know what's going on. And I wish I knew, Perry. I really wish I knew. David, my boy, I just noticed something that might explain the whole situation, but I don't believe you'll like it. Hooja the Sly One is gone, David, and he's taking Diane the Beautiful with him. Next issue, Slaves of the Mahars. Oh, let's check this out real quick. $1.69. 4 aircraft carriers, 4 destroyers, 4 battleships, 24 planes, 8 landing barges, 4 aircraft. Wow, that's cool. Or, so you can either get, what is this, World War II here, Pacific Battle, or you can get, the Civil War Cannonball. The game dedicated to the fighting heroes of Chickamauga. Anyways. All right, everybody. I appreciate you hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this comic. All that YouTube stuff, you know. Don't forget to like the video. All that jazz. Oh, and by the way, hashtag Candygate, Mr. Goodbar, baby. So, thanks for hanging out. And until I see you next time, I'll see you in the back issues.